pills.
All right, Frank's off, and Betty should be right behind in just a second.
Yeah, Betty
Okay,
getting out uh, about 7 seconds after Frank for timer differential.
right,
Betty
interesting.
already setting us some interesting combos, but it's given her a little bit of garbage there in that column four that she's going to have to work out.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Frank doesn't really have blue to play with. He's gonna have to go around his board a lot and try to figure out how to reach it. But yeah, other than that, he's really just left with two viruses, and the rest of it is just the red and yellow, which is getting just sparingly.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate scenario for Frank right now. And as he clears out his final blue, a nice sweet tea from Betty just now. Gonna bring her down to 8 viruses. Looks like she's taken a little bit of a lead already off of Frank. We'll see if she's able to hold this as she moves down to 5 viruses left.
Yeah, and you could see there that Betty was waiting for that red, yellow, and she manages to get it right on time. Now she's gonna go horizontal for that blue, and now it's going to be just a matter of seeing. Oh, that's going to clear as well the red, and she's out first at 117.
Right. Amazing play by Betty. Frank, not too far behind, though, just needing to get some yellows to get out of this level six. There's one. He just needs two more. There's one. And here's the other. He's going to be out at a 139.
Right, so now Frank has he's got to work out his work cut out. I mean, yeah, in the words. And in the meantime, Betty trying to keep this advantage, which is right now at about 8 viruses.
Yeah, Betty's got a really interesting board here. She's got a lot of horizontal opportunities, especially here on this top line that she's working on right now. She's going to need to clear this red out, which, oh, I thought she was maybe going to, but she's going to do it vertically. Okay. And it's going to drop down and create a really nice combo, clearing about, I think, 6 viruses.
Yeah, and not only that, but she already has her next combo inside with all of those yellows in place. And I think that she's wondering whether she wants to go for the whole horizontal, realizing that that's going to drop some garbage. But unfortunately, that breaks the combo, and now she has to move in some other direction.
Yeah, and it has given Frank a little bit of an opportunity to catch up here. There's about a 7 virus differential now between our players. Frank in a little bit of an issue. He's got only one red left, which he's going to clear out here. He's down to just yellows and blues, which he's starting to get, which is going to be good for him. But as he clears out his final blue here, he's just left with yellows on his board, John.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Betty has only reds on her board. She had a little bit of a misplay earlier with that last red that she just manages to clear right now, but she just found another way to go for it. However, in that time, Frank now has caught up, and it's about 4 viruses behind.
Yeah, this is a really close match already, and this is exactly what we want to see. Frank setting up for some nice combos has a potential to take these blues horizontally. Looks like he's not going to go that route. Instead, he's going to work to maybe clear out these yellows horizontally if he can get a blue yellow on his board.
Yeah, but in the meantime, Betty has been just going through this level very quickly now into the 16 viruses, so opening up quite a gap against Frank even now. So I mean, the combos have been working so far for Betty, and that's what we want to see. Sometimes the versus style of play doesn't really mesh well together with speed, but it seems that tonight it's working for Betty.
Yeah, Betty's doing a phenomenal job with these these amazing combos that she sees. I've honestly some of these I don't know how she sees, but Betty's just awesome like that. And Frank, on the other hand, having a little bit of an issue. Looks like he may have had a misflip on his column 7, trying to drill down that blue, but unfortunately the red ends up on the blue instead, and so he's going to have to clear that out, and which he does with a nice drop clear there.
Indeed, he did find a secondary way to work around that without having to really worry too much about that red blue pill. However, Betty is now level 9, so I mean, this is starting to look like it's for Betty to get her first game against Frank right now, and I mean, I'm sure that she's gonna be thrilled if that's the case. So we just have to wait and see how this works out.
Absolutely. Frank just waiting on warmer blue. He's going to get it, and he's going to be out of 520. There's about a 16 virus, now 17 virus lead for Betty at the moment. But like we've said before, we know what Frank is capable of. He can really bring this down quickly if he gets the RNG to cooperate with him.
Oh, definitely, and I'm sure that he's just going to play his heart out and just find ways to play all of this in manners that not even us can imagine. So he's just gonna go even riskier and perhaps set up stuff that might depend on what he gets, but I'm sure that he's gonna give us a good fight for these last viruses.
Yeah, and there's that red yellow he was waiting for, creating a really nice combo. Betty, though, on the other hand, down to just 4 viruses left. It looks like Betty will probably take this round one, which she will with this double yellow. She's going to be out at a 6:17, a fantastic time by Betty B.
Definitely, that's a great time. It's anything around the 6 mark with low seconds. It's exactly what you want to see, and you can see that Betty is trying to keep it together, but we can see the excitement on her face. Which I mean, I wouldn't put it past anyone. Just taking a game from Frank is a big win.
Absolutely, that's a huge accomplishment. No matter who you are in this community, being able to take a game off of Frank, and I know Betty was looking forward to this match, so this is a huge moment for her.
Definitely. Right, we're just gonna wait for Frank to run this out. I'm sure that he's just gonna want to finish this because this game certainly will not take it from him. So we're just gonna wait here with this combo, very nice, and he's gonna be just waiting for two more reds.
There it is, about a minute 10 behind Betty's 6:17. But GG's to both our players as Betty takes round one. We're going to move on to round two, just waiting for some readies from both our players. Betty just absolutely in shock.
Oh yeah, and now it's the time to just keep it calm, just keep playing well, and who knows, it might be uh, uh, an interesting situation that we're in right now. So let's just see what happens in game number two as we have already from Frank.
And from Betty. And we're countdown 3, 2, 1, and pills. Good luck to both of our players tonight.
All right, and both of them are off.
Betty already setting up for looks like what's going to be a cross clear if she can get a double blue. Frank, however, with a really nice board, he's brought this down to 18 viruses already, John Nash.
Oh yeah, I mean that this is just Frank now on a quest to grab two games from Betty. So I mean, we're gonna see just incredible stuff at this point. He's surely not gonna give any edge to Betty at this point because he just can't.
Absolutely. Frank trying to take this to a game three decider while Betty trying to take her first win of this season in the top 16 bracket and and also trying to deliver Frank with his first ever loss in round one as Frank out at a 103. Holy cow.
Yeah, I mean, just Frank um, dialing out it up to 11 and that's what we're going to see in 4 levels. So that was just the beginning of it.
Yeah, Betty down to just 3 more viruses left. She's gonna take this red down in row 1 horizontally, and there's another yellow she needs. She's just gonna need 1 more red, and she's gonna be out at a 133, which is also a respectable time.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, anything on the 130 mark is what you're looking for. Also, thinking about the RNG that we're dealing with in this game.
Yep. Frank's got about a 12 virus lead though now on Betty B as he makes just another amazing combo. His right side is a bit jumbled up. You see he's got that spire there on his right side in column 8. So he's going to pretty much have to take all of that vertically and just drill down to be able to clear this out effectively.
Yeah, and in the meantime, Betty has a couple of misplays on her board. She's figuring a way to clear all of that out. Mostly that yellow that was there horizontally, but yeah, I mean it's a good board so far. Only with those couple of situations for Betty.
Frank finally gets the blue he needs. He's out at a 233, starting his level 8 off. Is a really interesting board for Frank. It's kind of like the best way I can describe it is it's jumbled about. There's just colors everywhere, John.
And also about those colors, when they appear in everywhere, they are kind of like mushed together. So that means that when you need one color, you need quite a bunch of it at the same time.
Absolutely. But Frank making nice work of it as Betty B logs out of her level 7 with swag.
All right, as we see, uh, Frank is getting exactly the RNG that he needs. He's gonna have everything set up for him to be out of this level very quickly. He just needs a couple of blues and a red, and he's gonna be out.
Yeah, Frank is on an absolute
Oh,
tear, out at a 343 at level 8. Frank's got the potential to do something absolutely beautiful here. We'll see how this plays out. As Betty, oh, with a misflip there in her column 3.
yeah, she manages to figure that out. But as you say, yeah, Frank is on a pace to put a really nice time for this block. And I mean, we can see how we joke about how Paki has like a different mode when he has a loss. I mean, it seems like Frank has the same thing. So, boy, oh boy, it's I don't want to be on the other side when that happens.
Absolutely, me either. It looks like this level 9 has slowed Frank down a bit, though. The way the pills have been falling for him, he's down to 17 viruses left, and still just making some amazing plays. But it does seem that this level slowed him down just a little bit.
Yeah, definitely. He's needing a lot of blue just to open up his top line, and then after that, it becomes mostly yellow because there's no red really left on the board for Frank.
Meanwhile, Betty just trying not to get lapped here. As Frank out at a 521 sets a brand new number 1 hot time for 6 through 9. Congratulations to Frank.
Well, it was nice being tied with him for a while in that top spot, but at one point it had to fall, and it seems that now is the time for it. So congrats, Frank.
Yeah, Betty looking like she's going to at least finish out this level 8, which she does.
Yeah, and just to see, she looks over and sees that Frank's already even reset to the next for the next game. That yeah, it's a whole level at this point, and I mean it's not on Betty at all. It was just Frank managing to tear through 6 through 8, and then just 9, slowing him down just a little bit.
Absolutely. And that's the kind of game that for Betty, that's the when if you're going to have that kind of game, you want it to happen when somebody's setting a hot time. So, it's Betty can't be too upset about it. You just you can't do anything about that.
Yeah, definitely. It's just against, like Chad is saying, against PB strats, there's nothing you can do really.
But Betty still all smiles as she prepares to take on Frank in our first decider of the month.
Indeed. I mean, Betty's just having a good time at this point, and there's really not much else you can do. Just yeah, even maybe this helps, and now she is more relaxed because of this. As we have our countdown 3, 2, 1, and pills.
All right, Frank going to be out of the gate first. Immediately sets up for a blue yellow drop combo here. He's going to get it. Moving on to potentially clear out these blues horizontal. He gets a nice double blue and is able to do that quite effectively, John Nash.
Yeah, and that's very nice work there by Frank. As we are seeing that he's really using all of these pairs of viruses that he has on the board very effectively at this point, and even using every half of the pills. I think that red is really the first half that has been misused and that cannot be used anywhere else.
Absolutely. Betty, though, also making some really great praise herself. She's down to 15 viruses, only 6 viruses behind Frank at this point. She's looking to clear this red horizontally, which she's going to get with this red yellow. A really nice drop combo, and she's going to use this double blue to clear out those. It's down to just a 4 virus deficit for Betty right now.
Yeah, Frank has been slowed down a little bit, but he's gonna be out at 110 regardless. So I mean, that's a great time so far. But Betty should be right behind at this point.
Yeah, Betty just waiting on about 5 more yellows, and she will be following Frank very soon.
Right, that's one of the three that she's missing. Of course, at this point, Mari just says, "Well, I think that you need the red and blue, so I'll give all of them to you." Oh, come on! Here we
There
go.
we
There's the
go.
yellow. That was quite quite the wait, but she manages to be now on level 7 as Frank already 10 bars is ahead.
Yeah, and Frank's been making some really nice plays. That that unfortunate RNG for Betty has given Frank an opportunity to really pull ahead here. He's got about half the viruses that Betty does right now with a 12 virus lead now at this point, John.
Yeah, I mean, once again, Frank is not gonna leave it to for things to happen like in game one, and he certainly has been doing real well about this. Just noticing exactly what pills he needs at this point, using the pills where he really needs them first, and I think he's gonna go for that red horizontally. Okay, no, he's just gonna stop about it and go for the red from underneath. He cannot tuck that one, but fortunately, Mar's gonna give him more reds, and he's gonna be out at 245.
Right, but Betty not far behind. She's just needing a couple blues. Oh, she missed that yellow there, but she'll be able to get it. Ideally, she clears that out last now, which she's going to be able to do. And actually, that ended up a little bit better for her because with that misdrop that she had, she was able to avoid the drop time that she would have had clearing out those yellows. So it was a win-win situation there for Betty.
Yeah, definitely. It still worked out for her in a different way, but that actually has her just tied with Frank for a hot second there. So this is anybody's game at this point. It's not looking as one-sided as we saw in the first two games.
Absolutely. Betty has made a
Oh.
really nice comeback, but oh, they're misflipping her column one, trying to put that yellow on top, but she misflipped it the wrong way, unfortunately.
Yeah, and then there was also another misflip on column four. She's gonna clear it right now, but this is just giving Frank a little bit of time to open up now a 4 bars lead at this point.
Yeah, even with that misflip, Betty's kept it really close and a nice horizontal there to just drop all of that. And now she's got a free column for garbage.
Indeed, that's she's trying to figure out what to do with all of that red on the right side. It's not an easy puzzle to solve, but I'm sure that she's gonna figure out a way. I mean, of course, she needs some red to start working on it, but also how to clear this in a way that opens up the other colors the best way.
Absolutely. I thought she might have gone horizontal with the reds that they were in row two, but she decides to just go ahead and clear it all vertically, which ultimately is going to be the right call. She's going to be out of here at a very respectable 447.
Yes, but Frank has been turning through level 9 at this point. It's a lot of blue for that left side, and he's not getting it just yet. So that's gonna give Betty the chance to try and bring this back, as she's doing really well at the start of this level 9.
Yeah, and I think the way Frank's board is split right now, it's going to give Betty a really good chance to get caught up.
Yeah, it definitely needs a lot of help to avoid drop time for
Ooh,
Frank.
look at that combo from Betty. A very large sweet tea, and I'm all about it.
I'm very glad that you caught it because I was busy looking at the other board.
Betty making some really nice plays. I just not sure if it's going to be enough for her, as Frank is now down to just 5 viruses remaining on his board. He's going to get a double red and another sub six, just 1 second off of 6 minutes for Frank.
I mean, both of these players just bringing really good times. Just mm, making sure that their opponent doesn't have a chance really, and not and that's because we know that both of these players are amazing, and therefore you have to just yeah, do whatever you can to give them as little room as possible to maneuver.
Absolutely. Great plays from both our players. However, Frank does take round one of our DMC versus Betty B. And he, once I get it pulled up, will go up. I'm still on the Hot Times page. Here we go. He will go on to face the winner of Sarah Sparkle versus Watchma. And that's going to come at you guys tomorrow.
Yeah, that's not gonna be one of the games that we're gonna have tonight, but we're just gonna wait for Betty to finish this level. As so, yeah, she definitely just wants to get rid of that last red virus and show Dr. Mario that she can also get out of level 9, as she's out at 7-11. So there we go. Frank is gonna be moving on. GG's to both of our players,